Hi everyone, Janie here. Welcome back. I have a lovely, lovely garden tour for you all today. I would like to introduce you to Mark and Lorene Liebert. Did I say that right? And then of course, Michael Glassman. Michael is actually the one who introduced me to this lovely couple of gardeners who is actually going to be on the Pence Gallery Garden Tour on Sunday, which is really exciting. Unfortunately, you locals will see this after the garden tour, but if you didn't catch it, at least you can get a video of it, at least you can see it on this video. So, Mark, thank you so much for letting us be here. You're the main gardener here, correct?
Yes.
I pull weeds.
And you are so proud of him, which I love, right? We just got a little bit of a preemptive tour, and you just, like, you're a gardener too. I think he's dragged you in a little bit.
She glows.
Yes.
She's in training.
Yeah, I love it. So when did you all move here?
In 97.
In 1997?
And we spent the better part of 6 or 8 years just working on the inside.
Oh, okay.
So we didn't start on the outside till about 2010.
I think that got done in 2009.
Right. Okay.
And then
it just went crazy.
And then this walkway was 2013, and then everything grew from there.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it is absolutely stunning. And when did you guys bring Michael into the
Last year.
Last year, yeah, we did.
Well,
that was just for the backyard.
Okay.
Mark's been dreaming about Michael for 10 years, but
Michael, your reputation precedes
well,
you.
we've talked to him a million times at the garden shows and stuff.
And he took a class of mine, and that's kind of what started the ball. I was teaching at the Learning Exchange, which was Delta Education for landscape design, and he took my class.
I love it. I love it. So we're in Davis, California, which is my town. And how would you guys describe your garden style?
I would say, well, my descriptor would have been lush.
Lush.
But I don't know if it actually came out lush.
But it did.
Color
Yeah.
and
Texture.
That's what I was working
Yep.
for.
I mean, I'm sure you all can see behind them, but one of my favorite things about this garden is the different colors of all of the foliage are popping like I've never seen before. It really, really is incredible. Now, you guys have kind of a pattern that you want to take us through, right?
Do you want to go the same route?
I do.
Okay.
I really enjoy
And I
it.
just have to say, when I first met them at their house, I came to do a consultation. I drove up and it was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And I went to the front door, and the first thing I said was, you obviously don't need me for the front. I'm thinking to myself, what am I doing here? Because this is amazing. Yeah.
It really is amazing. You guys have done a fabulous
you.
job. And when we all see the back, we'll see what Michael's contribution was, which was fabulous as well. But let's start, just like you guys took me around.
Actually, the front was Michael's contribution because, like we said, I took his class, and that gave me the confidence. And not only the confidence, but we walked through a lot of gardens in the class, pictures, slides, and that gave me a lot of ideas too. So there was a contribution to the front.
I love that. Isn't that sweet?
See, of course, like what we talked about in the book, separate the modes of transportation.
Separate modes of transportation.
How do you used to go up the driveway and get to the front door from the driveway? And Mark went ahead and designed it with a new front walkway, which you walk up, and it's gorgeous.
It's incredible. And your front door
Exactly.
I mean, it's just so beautiful.
Everyone that comes compliments the front door, and Mark was like, you know, that should be a focal point.
It really should.
Yeah, absolutely.
It really should. Okay, we will get to here. We will get to here, but let's come over here first. So this garden bed right here, Mark, this is your this is your baby.
Yeah, this was the first one that I did after the class. And it, like I said earlier, it's been through a couple of iterations.
Right.
There were things that didn't like it. I didn't prepare the soil as well as I could have on this section.
This was your learning garden.
This was my learning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell me about this big tree back here. What is that?
That's a magnolia.
Oh, and what color are its blooms?
It's purple.
Oh,
Pinkish,
beautiful.
pinkish.
And we just missed it.
Yeah, yeah.
There's
And
one
So
up
for
there.
those of you that want to know, it's Magnolia nigra.
Magnolia nigra.
Right, it's a deciduous variety.
Oh, it's beautiful. And it's almost like a soft green compared to the spikiness of these guys up here. What is this one right here, the striped one?
That's an agave.
Wow. Tell everyone what you were saying about the Arboretum.
Well, when I started putting the garden together, what I did was go through the Arboretum a lot.
Yeah.
And looked at different things. And I would go to the store or garden, which is part of the Arboretum,
Yeah.
every month. And I'd look at what's blooming, what's deciduous, what's full of color. And it gave me ideas of what to put together where.
I love that. Go to your local Arboretum, everybody.
Yes.
It is very, very useful. And your bearded iris are stunning.
The
by the way.
grevillea is one of my discoveries from the Arboretum.
Yeah,
They
it's
have a lot of it.
Gorgeous. And it's such an unassuming plant. You don't really think about it, but it just adds so much.
Yep.
And the Tom Thumb, we have a ground cover on the other side. When that's blooming, it's just going away.
Oh.
It's covered in little tiny white flowers.
Wow. Oh, I love it. There's so much to look at. This is just the little side yard area, but there's so much to look at. And you have these gorgeous bottle brushes right here. These are so stunning. And they bloomed at just the right time for
Just
us.
the right time, yes.
Unless you're afraid of bees.
Oh, no. Man, if I were afraid of bees, I would be in trouble. Now, tell me about this stunning gate. Like, what? This is beautiful.
Well, I have a cousin who's a furniture designer.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him at one time that I wanted him to do my front gates and fence.
Wow.
And this wood, he was working up in Ukiah at the time. Ukiah at the time, and would go across the border into Oregon to buy his wood because they had such quality wood up there.
Wow.
And when we built this, he actually went to Oregon and imported the wood to California.
Wow.
Yeah. It's cedar, right?
I mean, that's amazing. This is so, everything about this is so beautiful. What a nice entrance to the backyard. Okay, so what area are we going in first?
This is the utility area.
Okay.
Which
we
we don't
all
brag
need a
about.
place like this,
Yes.
right?
The storage shed to get things out of the garage was the
Nice.
original intent.
Nice.
My potting area, my pots.
Look at these pots. I just can't.
And there's more pots over.
And more pots over there, which is amazing.
I used to do sales, agaves. I used to sell agaves.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's just, I'd put it on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
And people would come over and I'd visit with them. It was more meeting people that had, interest.
Yeah.
And so that was kind of fun. But that's where all the pots came from.
I
I
love
had a
it.
wholesale connection, so I went crazy.
I love it.
And this is a Bunny Cunningham face that looks out over him while he's working on his potting bench.
There's some really wonderful art in this garden. Really wonderful. We will point that out. So here's the potting bench, Mark, that you definitely use with your soil.
I do my own mix. I use regular potting soil, and then I add the volcanic rock.
Oh, wow.
And perlite.
Oh.
And I mix it all together.
Wow.
4 parts of the soil, 1 and 1 of the other 2.
Very, very light. Wow, that's so cool. And I can see you've got cuttings going. That's amazing.
Always cuttings going.
I have to show off this head. Well, I don't know if I could see it, but it's hedged into the shape of a heart, which is just the cutest thing.
To be seen from the guest room.
I love it. I love it. Oh, this is great. Oh, it's so beautiful. Okay, where do we start?
Well, this is my attempt at a Japanese garden, or a quasi-Japanese garden. And I've been working on it for a long time. So I think it's starting to come out the way I want it.
It is. Okay, I just have to point out the Mondo grass. Look at how incredibly gorgeous this is. This is what I've always imagined Mondo grass to look like, but it takes a very long time.
A long time.
Right? And then tell me about these things right here.
Those are railroad spikes.
Oh my gosh, how fun.
They replaced the railroad over the causeway
Yeah.
a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And they had a huge pile of old railroad spikes at the side of the road. So I picked up a few.
Nice. Just to kind of hold everything in with this little hill. Oh, that
Yeah.
is just so cool.
And it amazes me how many people notice them.
Oh my
And
gosh.
kind of a fun aside, when the guys were working on the flagstone over where we're going,
Yeah.
they needed a pick-like tool, and they came and borrowed one of
Guess
the
what?
spikes.
You got a lot of them here. What a fantastic addition, though. This is so beautiful. And I love that you have the, okay, so here's the flagstone, and then you have the pebbles edging it, which is, was that you? Yeah.
Michael would like it to all be black, so maybe eventually.
With time. And then this is beautiful, hydrangea, oak leaf hydrangea. What color are the blooms on that one?
White.
Those are white.
What, they're gorgeous. They're about to come.
Yep.
Almost there. And then we can see a podocarpus back there, which is just stunning. And look at his neighbor's trees, your neighbor's trees. How lucky are you guys to have such a borrowed view all around your, I mean.
Yeah, there was no trees in this yard. They were all neighbors' trees.
You're so lucky.
The only negative to that is there was a whole row of pine trees on that neighbor's yard, and he took them all out.
How dare he?
So he put in a pool.
There's
How dare he?
There's an oak tree here in the corner that is actually shared by 3 of us.
Oh my goodness.
And it's obviously beautiful. The only problem with that is in the wintertime, my job is the leaf picking up, and that thing drops a lot in our garden.
I'm sure. It's definitely hanging over here. But it's beautiful. All right, coming this way. This is gorgeous. So one of the things that I love about Mark's style of gardening is the foliage color. You do such a beautiful job to have the reds, the greens, the strappy, the bright chartreuse. Holy cow, Mark.
And see, it all shows up because we stained the fence a dark color, so it makes everything pop.
This is Michael's Cordavola Brown.
Yes.
So this is all the new addition, right? When did this all get put in?
Well, we finished it about a month ago.
Oh, what?
We finished it about a month ago.
It was a very long project.
Oh my gosh.
Michael did the plan a little over a year ago, and we set about it almost immediately. And for a variety of reasons, it took a long time.
Yeah.
The biggest part was getting permits from the city.
Oh, yeah.
With this steel beam.
Tell me about the beam.
Well, we had it engineered, so they had all the calcs, and it was all, legal and what it should be.
Yeah.
But the city didn't know quite what to do with it. So in spite of the fact that it was all engineered and all the calcs and everything, the plans and the drawings, the city said, we want a third-party engineering company.
What?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we had to start over again with a new engineer.
No.
And they had to come out and they had to witness the welding of the pieces.
Oh my gosh, that's ridiculous.
But in the meantime, it wasted about 2.5 months.
Yeah.
So the reason the steel beam was so important to the plan is that we have a 12-foot overhang on our roof.
Mm-hmm.
And it was supported with wooden beam across the top and 4 wooden posts about every 12 feet across the patio.
Right halfway through your patio.
Halfway, right? Well, right where the steel beam uprights are. So it really rendered the patio useless.
Aww.
So that was part of the dream, was we have this expanse, let's make it usable.
And how beautiful is it? Because this is it's a good size yard, but it's not a massive yard. But just taking those posts out here has doubled the space that you guys have back here.
I actually said if we had taken those posts out first, we might not have done that, because we walked out and went, oh my gosh.
We had so much,
Look
that
at
was
how
the first
much
thing
patio.
when I came over. Mr. Brainy said, oh, well, if it was me, I would do a steel beam and take out the post, thinking, oh my God, now you've opened a can of worms.
You did.
They love the idea.
It's amazing. So this whole area right here used to be lawn, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and then you guys decided to put a patio. Well, Michael helped convince you.
And then the existing patio used to be concrete. which didn't relate to all of the beautiful flagstone that they had.
Mhm.
In fact, I sent you some before pictures.
Okay.
You can
I'll
on
put
the
them on
video.
right here. Yeah. Let's come
One
up
of the
right here.
things the contractor did that I was just so impressed with, this flagstone path is one that we did 20 years ago.
Uh-huh.
It met at
Yes.
level the
Yes.
concrete.
Wow.
So
How did
they
he do
pulled
that?
it out about to here and masterfully made it match. You can't even tell that there's an
Wow.
elevation change.
How fantastic.
I think that's the best.
Oh, I agree with you.
Yeah, yeah. And then we can see one channel drain. Very good.
So they don't flood.
See, I'm learning.
And the channel drain has at that end a big tube
Mhm.
that goes all the way out to the front yard.
Oh, great. Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, it doesn't do
So
anything.
then you guys don't have to worry about all the rain that comes here. This is absolutely stunning. Look at this big rock boulder fountain thing. Oh my gosh. You must spend so much time out here.
Well, Janie, we got this furniture yesterday. We've been sweating it.
Nothing like being in a garden tour to get things going.
We ordered it before the first of the year, I believe.
No, that's
Yeah.
how long it took?
That's how
Oh,
long it takes.
Oh, no. Well, it's beautiful. I mean,
Thank
it's
you.
really, really gorgeous.
And very comfortable.
Yeah.
We did sit out here yesterday afternoon
Oh,
for
good.
pretty much the whole time.
So you had a minute to
Yeah.
enjoy
And we've
it.
only had the dining set for a few weeks.
Oh,
Which I
it's
love.
just so beautiful. Can you guys tell me about this table right here?
That table came from DDSO, which is Developmentally Disabled Service Organization out of Sacramento.
Oh, wow.
And it's a great program. The developmentally disabled go as like a day program, and it's all based on art. Everything from this kind of art to painting to drama. They put on plays. They do all kinds of different forms of art.
That's so fantastic.
And they sell the participants' art, and the money goes to the participants. It helps
program.
them support themselves.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a
How
great program.
fantastic. And
Really
it's a
good.
beautiful piece.
Thank
I
you.
mean, what a fabulous, fabulous
In case
piece.
you can't tell, because I couldn't,
Mhm.
it's a pizza.
I couldn't tell.
Thank you.
I thought it was flowers.
I did. Thank you, Janie. I did too.
I didn't know it was a
And
pizza.
Mark and the people we were with were like, "Are you kidding? This is pepperoni.
I see it
and
now.
Those are mushrooms.
Here's some olives. Here's some green peppers. This better not be pineapple.
I don't know.
Who puts pineapple
I
on
know.
pizza?
So one thing that a little bit about design, in the before you'll see this used to be a lawn area, and a lot of people say, well, you're taking away, green to do a patio, but not really, because we left the surrounding, and again with Mark's gorgeous planting, we added some other plants, but now you're actually immersed in the landscape instead of just looking at it and having to mow the lawn and water it and fertilize it, and you really don't use it. You actually sit amongst the landscape and experience it, and it's kind of what I tell people is hardscape meshed with softscape, the planting, makes a perfect blend. It's not just one or the other. They have to blend together.
I love his word immersed. You're immersed in the landscaping. I love
Well,
that.
that's what I feel like. I mean, I just want to sit and stare at that fountain. I want to sit by it. I want, if I was a little kid, of course, I would be putting my fingers in this and playing in it.
Sure.
I mean, how fun is that?
And you just reminded me, the birds, including, we have a lot of hummingbirds in this yard. We watched one yesterday when we were sitting here come and take little drinks off the top of the fountain.
How sweet. Michael designed those boulders to be in my yard too, and I need to get them ASAP because it's gorgeous.
I love that.
The other thing I wanted to point out was in the front of the house, there's a lot of arches.
Mm-hmm.
Throughout the interior of the house, there are a lot of arches.
Yeah.
So we asked Michael, please
the
put,
arch.
that's what,
Oh, you guys.
that's why that was important.
Oh, that's amazing. That is so fantastic. The more that I'm here, the more I'm like, oh, yes. Oh, and there's that. Oh, and there's that. I mean, I have to show you guys the Japanese maple right here. The sun comes through it, and it is like sparkling on those. What is that? Ginger? Is that what it is?
I think they're orchids.
Orchids. Oh gosh. I mean, look at that beautiful, beautiful vignette right there. It's so gorgeous.
It's stunning. It's
There's
stunning.
so many little details in this property, and we haven't even seen the front yard, which is probably the best part.
And if we had done it on our own, those pots would just be sitting there.
Mm-hmm.
Now they are part of the drip system. They've got their own
They're
drainage.
cemented into place.
Yeah.
There's a drain underneath
Yeah.
them so that they don't discolor the flagstone. There's drip irrigation running up the center. And again, there's thought behind it. And now they become a focal point.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah,
I
and
love
that's
it.
the benefit of having a landscape designer.
Yeah.
Is because you think of things
Right.
that us gardeners don't think
We
of.
would
That's right.
never.
We're thinking of plants.
That's right.
You're like, how you gonna water that
Not
plant?
even water. And I hate when the water dribbles all over this really expensive, gorgeous flagstone.
Yeah.
And discolors it, and then you get all this moss stuff.
Yeah.
And people go, it's ugly now.
Yeah.
Well, we don't want that.
You spent all that money on it. Yeah.
Yes.
Which was a big part of all the pots that Mark used to have on the patio.
Oh, yeah.
Michael noted right away that there were lots of places. You could tell wherever there was an unlevel spot
Yeah.
because the water from when he had watered would dribble on. So those pots back there are also on the drip system.
Oh, nice.
And that was one thing. The old patio used to go right up to the house. And I love the fact that we left a planting area, put the pots, drip irrigated. So it softens the whole area down, which I think is amazing.
It looks gorgeous.
Doesn't it look gorgeous?
What a fantastic addition to have.
And they had these. And instead of getting rid of them, I love them. They add a kind of an old world quality. To it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it is just so beautiful. And you're right with the arches. Look, there's
Yeah.
it's just what a fabulous home. And let's take a look at the pergola. I don't want to forget talking about the beautiful pergola. This is gorgeous, stained the same color as your fence, and then you have shade cloth on top, which is matching, and it is just beautiful. What a fantastic piece to have in your garden. Congratulations.
And the fan.
Oh,
We
and
like
the fan.
the fan.
Yeah, and the fan. I love
Which
it.
keeps the bugs, and when it's 105 and there's no breeze, you turn on the fan. It's like, oh my God, this is wonderful.
Ah.
The other thing that we've done is the lighting system.
Oh yeah.
When we've got 29 lights,
Wow.
in the backyard.
Oh my gosh.
and if you look real closely on the wall, you
Yeah.
can see the lights. And when they go on, it's just it's
Magical.
like
It's
it is-
another room.
It
It's
is.
another room
It's
to have
totally
in your home.
different.
What a beautiful, beautiful garden. Michael, you did a great job, right? Let's go see your front yard,
Okay.
which is Mark's domain,
Yes.
right?
But you're going through another really cool
Oh yeah,
area.
let's
The-
go through here. Now,
the
what is
Harvest
this, Mark?
Nursery.
The harvest.
The Harvest Nursery, we
Harvest
call it.
Nursery. So these are all your propagations. Your-
Succulents and mostly agaves.
Wow, it's just incredible. It's just incredible. Look at this. And you said you used to have plant cells. Do you have them anymore?
It's been a long time.
Okay.
We got involved in everything else.
Michael
and-
distracted you.
Yeah.
These are beautiful, really gorgeous.
And just in case anybody wonders, no, you can't make tequila out of every different kind of agave.
Thank you for.
Oh, look at this flower. Wait.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I love this.
Yeah. Look at this. Look at how beautiful. Obviously, they're happy here, right? Oh my gosh. So then we come up to this beautiful piece. Oh, look at this. Everything is obviously so happy. It's the perfect time of year. The agave are blooming, and then everything is just...
These are hand-me-downs from the garden of a dear, dear friend who passed away at 105.
I love them.
And
I
his
love that.
daughter thought we should have
You should.
this stuff.
What a beautiful addition. And then we come here. So we're back in the front yard now, and you can see the... What do you call this, Michael? The pergola? No.
No, just a porch. It's a
porch.
front porch.
It's just a front porch with the arches on it.
It actually classifies as a loggia.
Thank you. That's the word I was thinking.
Okay.
Loggia. But underneath the loggia, Mark, you have your agave collection, right?
Well, the agaves are over here.
Oh, okay.
And
Wow.
this is just succulents and various things that I've collected.
So how long have you been collecting agaves? And what got you started collecting agaves?
I don't know.
He likes them.
I think what happened was I started going to the plant sales over
Uh-huh.
at the university.
Yeah.
And you can't go to the plant sales without meeting the kids that are running the Arboretum and
Yeah.
the volunteers.
Yeah.
And some of them are just such plant geeks that they say, "Oh, if you like that, come over here and look at
this one.
I spent 5 years, developing this."
That's
and it's
so
like,
cool.
okay, I'll take one.
I mean, it's so cool to have, right? I just find it so neat. I want a plant collection of something, but I can't figure out what I want to collect yet. So I just collect
I've gone
all of
overboard.
Here's
So
another little bloom coming
Beautiful.
out.
Isn't this gorgeous? Okay, so let's come this way, and then I think let's pause and let's go to the front again so we can get a really good view of the front garden. All right, so we are back where we started, but now we're going to focus on the front garden. So, Mark, when did this start?
well, in 2013, we put in the walkway.
Wow.
The walkway used to go from the driveway up to the front door.
You can't have that.
And this was just all lawn.
You can't have that.
So we decided to put the walkway in to go straight to the front door, which is a feature of the house.
Yes.
And as soon as we did that, we realized we had 4 quadrants here. So I kind of took them one at a time and planted them one at a time. And
so the 4 okay, so you have another little patio over here. Look at how beautiful this is. And then over on this quadrant, this goes actually to the driveway. So if you do park in the driveway, you have access. Wow. So you were saying you did 1 quadrant at a time? Is that right?
yeah, this one was actually planted before we did the hardscape.
Oh, okay.
Partially. But like I say, the walkway came right through there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
after we changed the walkway, we replanted a lot of this area.
That was a smaller area before, like there wouldn't have been room for the desert spoon. It kind of cut across.
Oh, okay. So you added the desert spoon,
Yes.
which is this big one right here.
And this has bloomed a couple of times, and we get 10-foot. Sorry.
Okay.
Someone's working on their landscape because that's a cement truck. We get 10, 12-foot stalks off this that are covered with yellow flowers.
Wow. How
And
beautiful.
bees.
Yes, that's one thing I've noticed in this garden. There's bees everywhere. I have to say, I love the painting that you do with the foliage. It's just absolutely incredible, having the fescue here and then the blue chalk here, and then you got a little bit of pink from the geraniums. This is stunning. It is so interesting, and it's such a wonderful combination. Mark, tell me about this little area right here.
Well, that was just going to be a little pond area.
Mm-hmm.
And you used to be able to see it. But everything's kind of overgrown
But
it
it's
to the point.
beautiful. So it's kind of like a rock pond.
Yeah, a little false pond.
Wow. But what a fun little surprise to have. And then can you show us Wendy?
Oh,
Let's go
yes.
see Wendy.
Oh, I love this.
So here's the sitting area.
Actually,
it's a
it's
little step.
Wanda.
It's Wanda.
Everybody.
Wanda!
Sorry.
I have to
Sorry,
say
Wanda.
it to get Wanda, the welcome lady.
Wanda, the welcome lady. Where did that come from?
That
Actually-
came from an artist in Winters.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
He's
neat.
right on the main drag is, I guess it's Russell Boulevard that goes right through town.
Wow.
Right next to the
Russell
high
and-
school.
Russell and Maine, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
How neat.
Yeah. And you'll notice we have a lot of aloes
Uh-huh.
with those particular flowers.
Uh-huh.
The bees, we can sit here and literally watch the bees climb up a flower
Oh, my gosh.
and back out with their back all filled with the yellow pollen.
Oh, I love that.
It is amazing.
But I just want to say, I mean, talk about details. Look at the aloe flower.
Mhm.
Goes so well with Wanda's dress.
It really does,
Yeah.
Wanda. You're matching with everything.
Exactly.
I love it. And then we have this beautiful smoke bush over here that is just gorgeous, right next to, I'm not sure what that is.
Pomegranate.
Mini
A
pomegranate.
mini pomegranate. Oh, how fun. Oh, and then we got another friend.
Oh, yes. That's just our AntMan.
Hello, AntMan.
My brother thinks that we should be worried about the bugs we have in our yard.
I think you probably should. So here's a good look. You can see that, Mark, you do use drip irrigation for your garden, and you have pretty much everything on drip,
Everything's on drip,
Okay.
front and back.
front and back.
And we didn't cover this area with
Mhm.
bark or anything because he wants to plant more. Where that drip is a circle is one of the places that the original 5 birch trees used to be.
So tell me about that.
Well, so when we bought the house, all lawn 5 birch trees, they aged out.
Yeah.
So over time, we eventually got rid of all of them. And what we have here as this little birch grove are seedlings from that birch tree.
So they're babies from that. Yeah, birches unfortunately don't last that long for us here, but
longer than the books will tell you.
Oh yeah,
but because I think ours went about 40 years, which is a little longer. And then I call that the Rosetta, but I don't know what it really is.
I think it's called the Aeonium. Yeah. Those right there. And then look at the blooms, if you guys can see those. So there, isn't that just amazing? It's just so beautiful. And then you have Birds of Paradise here,
which are offspring from the group in the back.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Of course, I shouldn't be surprised. With Mark. I'm taking propagations of everything. What is this gorgeous plant right here?
I don't know what it is.
Nice.
It's something that I mistakenly put in there.
Oh yeah?
Because the ground cover, I want to cover this area. And
you want this to cover?
Yeah.
Katoni Aster.
Katoni Aster.
Katoni Aster.
So this is related to the one on the other side that grows a little taller.
Oh yeah.
And this one also was just recently covered with just a mass of tiny white flowers, and it's got red berries on it.
Oh, I love how one thing kind of grows into the next thing, and then you have this big, growth of red, which, what did we decide this was, a formium?
Yeah.
And then coming down this way, this is just absolutely stunning.
Janie, I'm going to divert you for just a second. We just missed this. This is called a fringe plant.
Oh, yes.
And about a month ago, this was solid hot pink flowers.
Hot pink. Don't you love that? Don't you love that?
Yeah, it's really beautiful.
Oh, it's just so, and I love the dark with the chartreuse, with the blue, with the spiky, with the glossy green. It's just, and then of course the Alstroemeria back there. I mean, you can't, this is amazing.
So for the true gardeners, Alstroemeria, cistus, loropetalum, and
aloe, and then this is your fave.
Carex.
Oh, this is Carex.
That's a Carex.
Oh, I thought that was your
No, it's not the Lamandra. It's actually Carex. It might be the Everillo.
Oh.
And then Virginia.
Virginia, which I thought this was more of a shady plant. But obviously it's happy here.
Thriving, and then we've got the Scabiosa.
And then Scabiosa. And then the fescue right here, which is just absolutely stunning. Well, I have to say, you guys have done a beautiful job. Mark?
Thank you.
Claps to you. Applause to you. You've done a great job. Michael, thank you so much for bringing me here. You always bring me to the best places ever. So
it's so wonderful to work with a client who has not only a love, both of them, a love for art, but plants.
Yeah.
Some of my clients, they want it beautiful, but they have no knowledge and they have no interest in getting knowledge.
Yeah.
But when you work with someone that just loves the plants, and I have to say, it's inspirational.
Yeah.
If you come here and you just want to smile and you just want to sit, and it makes you feel wonderful. It feeds the soul.
Yes.
Feeds the soul.
Well said. Very well said.
I will just say that sometimes when we're working out here, we always get comments from our neighbors.
Yeah.
But the ones we laugh at are the ones that go, "Oh, I just love these no-care gardens."
Yeah.
Don't be fooled. It is not a no-care garden.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
No care. Pave it and paint it green.
Yeah, right? Exactly. Well, a huge thank you, guys. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Good luck at the Pence Gallery Garden Tour. This is going to be a hit, I can tell you.
Thank you.
100%. I hope you all enjoyed this as much as I did, and I hope you all have a chance to get in your garden today.